Okay, knife makers, this video goes out specifically to those new makers and oaks out in the market who are looking for grinders. So, not a week goes by without somebody asking me, Z, do you know somebody selling a grinder? Z, if you find any grinders in the market, please let me know. My guy, you and 50 other makers are in the market looking for grinders. How often grinders come up for sale? Second-hand grinders? On average, I would say you get one coming up every 2 to 3 months if you are lucky. That's how often grinders come up. Sometimes you may be lucky and there's a rush, oaks are selling, they're getting out, they're leaving the country, so you'll see one up for sale once a month. But on average, based on my experiences, you'd see a grinder come up for sale once every 2 to 3 months. Now, when you see that grinder come up for sale, and in order to get that grinder that comes up for sale, you have to be on Facebook, you have to be on Gumtree, you have to be on Junkmail, you have to be on Facebook Marketplace, anywhere and everywhere that people can advertise something. You've got to be trolling it all the time. When you see it for sale, phone the man up, see what he's got, make sure you've got cash available. You got to make a firm commitment that you're going to buy it, jump in your vehicle and go and buy it. Because if you don't, someone else is. It's the reality of the situation, because you're not the only one looking for grinders. Believe it or not, there are full-time makers who are also looking for grinders, and there are part-time makers who are also looking for grinders. Because very often what you'd notice is that people who make knives, you'd realize that your most expensive commodity is not steel, is not abrasives, and is not handle material, but it's your time. Your time is the most expensive commodity that you've got when it comes to knife making. So guess what? To take off your wheel to put on a platen takes time. To take off your platen to put on your small wheels takes time. To take off your small wheels, put on your flat wheel, put on your table, make sure everything is straight, takes time again. So what happens is you'll have makers buy multiple machines. One machine is set up with mini wheels, one machine is set up with a wheel, one machine is set up with a platen. And you move from the one to the other all the time without having to interchange your wheels. So guy, you're not the only one who's out there looking for a second-hand grinder. Almost everyone is, especially if it comes up on the market, oaks are going to jump on it and get it. So the trick to getting a second-hand grinder is 1, patience, and 2, cash on hand, and 3, being able to make a plan to get it immediately. When it comes to grinders, my best advice is go and work on the grinder that you'd like to buy. See what it's like, understand how it works, ease of use, backup service, see what other guys in the market have to say, and make your decision. But today's video specifically is about how do you go about getting a second-hand grinder. That's it. There is no other way. You would actually be better off saving up and putting an order in and buying one brand new, because you got to ask yourself, am I feeling lucky? Are you one of those guys that can get struck by lightning twice or roll sixes 3 times in a row? If you are, then you keep on trying to get the grinder. You keep on looking, and eventually it'll come by. But until then, look out to save. Keep your money away. You know, a brand new grinder that you want, that 3-wheel costs 9,500. You put away 1,000 every month, 1,500 every month, and then you buy it. Or you start selling the things you're not using. I'll give you the example of my first grinder that I got. I was in many hobbies over the years. So I had fish tanks and fish tank equipment and marine tank equipment. I wasn't using it. I wasn't going to set up another one. I sold it all. I had multiple fishing rods, multiple reels. How many do I really need? I don't need 10. Get rid of 8. I only need 2. Car sound I wasn't listening to anymore. Amplifiers I wasn't listening to anymore. Some computer equipment I wasn't using. Guys, I put it up for sale. I sold it all because I needed that grinder. And I was on the market for a second and I never got it. It just never happened. Every time I saw one for sale, I picked up the phone, I phoned the man. I said, hey, dude, I need a grinder. He said, unfortunately, it's for sale. And the man literally, not for sale, sold. And the man literally had put it up for sale 3 hours earlier. I'll give you another example of mine. I saw an ad. I was lucky. This guy, he was selling a grinder, and he was selling this grinder as well, and some other bits and pieces, and he was asking a price. I saw the ad. I was lucky because I saw it 5 minutes after he posted it. I popped him a message. I said, what's your phone number? I phoned him. I asked him to send me pictures. He sent me pictures. Based on the pictures I saw, I told him, I'm taking it right now. Give me your address. I'm coming to see you, and I'm going to take it. That's how fast it got sold. Within 5 minutes of him posting it, I bought that grinder from him. But now bear in mind, this is the second one I got. My first grinder was brand new. And my second grinder was brand new as well because I sold my first grinder. But we'll get into grinders later on. So coming back to my point. If you want a second-hand grinder, you got to have patience, you got to have cash on hand, and you got to have the ability to go out and get it as soon as it's available, because the guy is selling it and he needs money. He's either in a difficult spot, he's given up knife making, or he's getting out of the country. That's the only reasons why guys sell it. Even if guys make one knife a month, they're not going to sell the grinder. And that's the trick to getting a second-hand grinder. So I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know if you'd like me to talk about other things as well. Always appreciate your comments, guys. Thanks for the support. Z out.